Alright, hey folks, in this video I am going to be doing a run of Frostmane Hollow, which is one of the new dungeons added in Turtle WoW fairly recently. It is for, I believe, like the level 13 to 16 range for Alliance. It's supposed to be comparable to Ragefire Chasm. In order to get here, we had to go, that is the wrong continent. We had to go to the Ironforge airfields and then run south. This is where the entrance is. And there's a bunch of pre-quests, like with any dungeon, including some in the new High Elf area. This one that I had to grab, which actually... how do I share... Oh, it's not letting me share this one. That's annoying. Apparently, I can't share the dungeon quests for this place. It's unfortunate. Well, I was planning to do that. Oh, nope. Do I have to, like, select them? Yeah. I guess they didn't add the ability to share these, unfortunately, yeah, and it's not a visual bug because I can still share this one. Well, that's fine. Mostly just want to see this place. And I'm going to be tanking as a bear druid. We tried to find a 5th DPS, but we couldn't. But considering I brought consumables for myself and everybody else here, and I have relatively strong gear for this level, I would imagine that we should be able to clear it without too much issue. So, maybe that'll just make it even more fun. We'll see. I get my food buff, and then I guess we'll go. I have, for my gear, a decent cloak. I have a chest piece. Also, everything has armor kits. The 2-piece Black and Defy set, which really won't matter that much. Decent belts. 2 Agi ring, 6 AP ring. There's an item you can get from a Teldrassil quest, summons a little pet, and then this is a crafted trinket that I got off the auction house. This is a weapon from the Reputation with the High Elves. Figured it was better to run a combination of this and then an Agi offhand than any two-hander, especially because the weapon that I use as a bear won't really matter all that much. Alright. We can go. I think everybody's... Yeah, we have everything buffed up. And usually, when I'm tanking on bear, I apply Moonfire to a few mobs, and then I go bear form. Okay. There's a little, like, flicker state I've noticed on Turtle WoW for bear, where if I go too fast, I can accidentally shift out of bear. So I need to not accidentally double tap that. Oh, also, I have my damage meter down here, which I will there to make it a little bit easier, at least for me to see. Wonder if you can jump off here. Oh, it looks like there is a path back up. Bear form. Demo roar just to get threats. And then swipe spam. Do have growl. I couldn't remember which abilities I had at this level. I specifically wanted to get to 16 because I knew that's when I got swipe, and obviously that will help me hold threat on multiple targets. I also, because the auto attack is a little bit janky here, I'll need to make sure that I manually redo that. And... oh, Alexa, stop. I thought I cleared all my little alarms before starting. Okay, I can do this. Probably a little bit ambitious to be doing these super aggressive pulls. Especially considering we down one person, but I think it's more fun that way. I also love how they have custom music for all these areas that they've added. Frostmane Hollow music so far has been pretty good. I need a healing potion here. Pretty good. And I'm not sure if that's a Turtle WoW thing. I don't remember being able to bandage in bear form. But honestly, I haven't played Classic Bear in like over a year, so I could just be hallucinating that, and that's always been a thing. I don't know if anybody else has skinning, so I'm too much about that. Okay, where are... So there's one boss up ahead. Okay, so we should go here first. This. Is... Dude, what is... My right mouse button is not behaving today. Hello, mouse. Please work, please. Thank you. Oh, my mouse is not gonna die the moment I start recording. That would be unfortunate. I'm trying not to do, like, a ton of editing for this, so I'm hoping that we run into no issues. I did some other dungeons in Turtle WoW on my main character, and then unfortunately, right in the middle, my computer crashed. So I want to upload the footage, but I'm gonna have to do a bit of editing, and I'd rather not have to do that here. So I tried to wait until right when we started the dungeon to do the recording. I will be very disappointed if something goes wrong and I have to do more editing, because the thing is, the more time I have to spend editing right now, the less time I can play Turtle WoW. And I'd like to get as much done as I possibly can before it shuts down. Oh my god. Phase is just fucking charging. Phase. I should note, Baze War is one of my retail guildies, who I managed to convince to try this out. So I don't think he's normally a classic player. Honestly, I'm impressed. I asked a bunch of people in my guild if they would be willing to try it out, and he's the only one who gave it a shot. So honestly, I'm proud of him. Especially, like, most retail players just can't stand classic leveling. Okay, Baze, please don't pull the boss before I'm ready. Okay. You can't hear me, but I'm just... Oh, I'm out of mana to shift into bear form. Okay. That's fine. That is what mana potions are for. Oh. One fear. Could be fun. I guess it also drops my threat. That's good to know. Good cloak. Wait. Huh? Did they forget to put armor? They forgot to put armor on the cloak. Huh. Yeah, I can't imagine that's worth running. That's a lot of armor lost, especially for bear. I could see maybe, like, some DPS being willing to run that. Now, I'm pretty sure that's just... they forgot. Like, that's a mistake and not an intentional thing. There's a new wing that they added to Wailing Caverns. Or 2 new wings, actually. But when I ran it, we had a belt that dropped with 5 armor. Which, at that level, belts... I think belts are supposed to have... It was like a leather belt. They have in the 60-ish armor range. So I think... I have absolutely nothing to back this up, but I suspect the belt was supposed to have 55 armor, and they just did a little typo. Because there's no way that it was worth it. It was like a pretty normal belt, too. It wasn't like, oh yeah, you get like 15 strength. Just a regular old belt, 5 armor. Yeah, I don't know if that one's worth it. Baze is... he's definitely pulling this like it's a retail leveling dungeon. Which, you know, what could I expect? Just, adds an extra layer of, like, I gotta babysit the warrior who's just charging headfirst into the pack. Can't extra Moonfire because I will need mana fair form. There's... I'm gonna face check this leopard, just drag it away. And then we have a patrol. Oh yeah, I didn't even really get the full... This is nice. This is definitely a really cool view. Let's see. How do I want to approach this? So there is a side room with a boss over there. So I should probably do that first. That looks like a scary pull. I just tag that with Moonfire. So we'll try to get threats. I can hopefully hit my stuff. Go. Might need to stun this mob. Oh, that scares me. Let's do it this way first. I have enough passive mana regen that I don't need to stop and drink too much, thankfully. Do this, and then hit Moonfire, Bear Form. I'm gonna try to get all of them with this, and then Taunts. Shit. I think I should be fine at this point. I'm gonna save in Rage, because I don't want to sit here. Bandage real quick. Then I can... Oh, Baze is just going in. I think if it's one mob, I believe him. Baze can 1v1 it. Okay, that is a large pull. What I can do for this is re-hot myself. Fire and LOS. That... Can't tell. Oh, Baze. Oh, Baze. Oh, Baze. Oh, Baze. Baze. Okay, we might be fucked, maybe? Actually, we could just kite. He did. Now that makes more sense. I mean, I thought I told Baze that I was tanking, but I think he's been under the assumption that he's supposed to be tanking. Shit. Does he have threat on that? He does. So that's why he's just been face-checking stuff. Really good on Valrasha for sheeping that. And I'm sure I might... Okay, nice. Healer got something off. Shit. I did the double tap bear form thing again at the worst possible time. I think somehow that attack missed Valrasha. Oh my goodness. Okay, I mean, trial by fire, but... Okay. Insane recovery. Let's... I just realized I let thorns fall off. So I'm just gonna fix that. This is still charging up ahead. Whew. Let's... I don't even know. I didn't realize there were mobs over there. That is honestly insane that we did not wipe to that. I guess... Oh yeah, there's another quest here. Okay. I knew there was one more quest that we needed to pick up inside. Because there's an Atlas loot thing that tells you where all the quests are.
Hey, how you doing? Keep it real.
My Scroll of Spirit... Okay, it has 15 minutes at least. That's... Pull that. That resisted. Double tapped bear form again. This is not working. Okay. At the very least, my mouse, you know, it gave me a break. In the middle of that absolutely insane pull, it didn't really do anything. But now it's like, alright, back to just not working. Why are we not working, mouse? Stay back a bit. Is just gonna... Because I don't know if he realizes how... Like, aggro ranges in Classic are obviously a little bit more unforgiving than retail. So, I don't think he realizes, like, he can walk into a doorway and then accidentally pull, like, 5 mobs. Whereas, like, I'm trying to find the perfect angle to, like, Moonfire stuff and drag it back. Let's... The left side behind pillars. Ah, cool. Obeys, obeys, okay. I'm paranoid, because obviously anybody who plays Classic knows that sometimes if you walk into, like, a boss arena, it auto-aggros the boss. Not always, but I've seen it happen enough for it to be a concern. So for this, I'm gonna wait for them to grab it, and then when we all get here, re-hop myself and then pull. In Battlemaster Ubu counts. There's 4 bosses in total. I'm guessing this is the final boss. And then lightly tap bear form to not double tap it. Need to get a maul off so I can actually establish threat. Opening with Moonfire's nice, because obviously it does decent damage, lets you pull from a distance, but the issue with that is if your first ball misses after the fact, it becomes very hard to then rip threat off other people in your party. I think generally I found that that's still worthwhile. I don't really see a lot of other classic bear tanks doing it, but hey, I've gotten 99 Molten Core parses, just saying. Obviously the dumbest fucking flex of all time. That's a fucking anniversary, though. But at least I could say, like, I feel decently confident in my classic bear. Super close quest. Is there a different one? Or I think, are they just talking about that? Oh! Missed a wing. Can't even see this. I'm gonna wait till Balrash is ready. Can do for this. Any hubs here? No, just a cool little side room. Neat. And how do we pull this in a way that doesn't get us killed? Looks like we need to go through the bridge. There's no way around. Can't really tell. I think we probably need to go across the bridge. I'm gonna just assume that's the case. And drop down here. My main concern is those packs in the middle. I also, like, we could, it looks like skip these, but I am a little bit concerned about trying to skip it and then accidentally pulling both at the same time. So I think I'm going to do a pull back here. Or more. I think that's it. These, don't seem too scary. I'll re-hop myself again. Yeah, so the Cretans are non-elite. I wonder if they can reach him up there, actually. Doesn't look like they can, actually. That might be an evade spot. Rest of this, I think we can just take out one by one. This one will pull the rest. Right here, I think. Pull back through. I don't want to risk this. I also want to take care of this leopard, because this thing seemed like it was doing a lot of damage. I'm going to back into this and add it to a pull. Gives us more room to kite. I'm assuming all of those mobs aren't linked. So I'm assuming I can do this, and then... Yeah. And even the nameplates are all funky on the bridge. And then I could do it for the other pack, and then that's the boss, right? Yeah, tons of the seer. That guy we could probably fight where he's at. Actually. Don't. Wanna LOS. Yeah, I think Valrasha said before we started the dungeon that they realized they spec'd into Frost. And unfortunately, a lot of the mobs have Frost resistance. Oh my goodness. That is a nasty debuff. I definitely want to wait until that clears. Where in the world is Baze going? Mr. Baze. Going. Here. Just to pull. More mobs to LOS pull. He's just charging it. The thing I love about Baze is he is just like the... well, he quite literally is like one of the warrior, I guess, ambassadors in retail. So, he is the warrior main. Exactly what you would imagine, and that does not change in retail or classic. Oh, Baze. Okay, my Scroll of Spirits should be enough for this boss. We can pull these mobs. They stand. Oh, nice. It just cast a blizzard at my feet. Gonna try and get Rage to get threat on these. Imagine I can use... I did buy some Rage potions, because they were really cheap in the auction house. I haven't used any yet, because I'm pretty sure they share... CD with healing potions, and basically those are kind of important. Actually, you know what? May as well find out. Yes. Because I feel like if I'm going to use a healing potion, it'll probably be if I'm on the brink of death. So this is a good time as any to use them. Now I know for sure. What almost killed Baze? I don't think... He didn't have threat, right? Was he just standing in the blizzard? He might have just been standing in the blizzard. Some heals out. And then I need to rebuff Thorns on myself. And I'm just going to walk into this one, because I don't know how reliably I'd be able to get threat with Moonfire. That scares me. I think I resisted that. I feel like that may have actually killed me if it had hit, though. Because I did not get a heal in time. I'll rebuff everybody now. Just safe. I can also reuse my Scroll of Spirit. Scroll of Spirit, and then I also need to refresh my food buff soon, so we'll do that. So when that's ready, I can pull. Oh, did I miss any side rooms? There is... Okay, I was gonna say, there's like a little tunnel leading off there that I didn't see. And there is a quest, but it looks like, according to my mini-map, it's up ahead. So do we need to drop down? Oh, we do need to drop down. Wait. Well... Let's just down the normal way. Don't want to risk drop. Is there... I can't... Why is my... Oh my god. My enter key just did not want to work there. My entire keyboard, all of my stuff is failing me this dungeon run. Which I was gonna actually do a stream after this, so I need to figure out what the heck is going on. It is... This does look like the correct way. I completely missed this little tunnel. Oh no. Oh no, Baze. Oh no, Baze. Oh no, Baze. Okay, honestly, though, that jump does look makeable. I feel like you probably could from there. The issue would be if Baze dropped down and aggroed like 3 of these ice elementals. Because they seem kind of scary. One thing that's neat is because the server's about to shut down, a lot of level 60 players have been offering to like carry people through the low-level dungeons just so they could see it. And when I was looking for people, obviously we don't have the 5th spot. So a few higher levels said they'd run in here and help us out, but I turned them down because even though it's like, it's neat, right? I want the full experience of doing the dungeon. And that like near wipe recovery pull, like, that's the reason that I enjoy classic dungeons. Like, if I wanted to just do, obviously, super adrenaline-filled whatever dungeons, I'd do, like, high-level Mythic Plus and retail. But this is, like, this is why you do classic dungeons. Having to, like, plan out your pulls. You know, everything goes to shit, somebody face-checks a random pack, and then you have to recover. That's the fun part. And you wouldn't get that if you just had a level 60 going with you. And, like, these ice elementals are kicking my fucking ass. This is definitely a cool area. I like that you actually have to go down here. Is there... Okay, that's just another ice elemental. Don't need to worry about it. Okay, so we've actually done all of the quests. So I guess there's no quest for the final boss? Shattered Platinum Disc. Ooh. Yeah, that's... I also love what Turtle Lao does with the lore. Like, planting little seeds for some of the later lore tidbits. And they talked about some of their plans for future development. It's a shame that they'll never get to fulfill what they were planning there. That is... Yeah, that's all of it. Okay, cool. That might be useful at midnight. Let's do an LOS pull here. I can LOS here, right? Oh. Kind of. Can't really tell if I actually LOS'd or if they were just out of range. Either way, we got him grouped up. Mission accomplished. And I think I have threat on all three of them. Okay. I do have a healing potion if needed. I think single target maul the Pathfinder. Okay, I'm a little bit scared. I'm just gonna rip a healing pot. I have plenty. I think this is the final boss. Yeah. We've made it to the end. Okay, how the heck is this gonna work? Make sure they all have mana. Yeah. Definitely. Good call. In fact, I'll top up a mana again. Then, now that I have full mana, re-hop myself. Oh, it just pulls. Oh, I see. Okay. I thought it was going to be like, you have to kill the ritualists, and then the boss aggroes. Nope. I would have moonfired the boss if I had known that. Are these... Oh, I see. So the boss just non-stop heals while the ritualists are here. So you have to kill them first, and then you fight them. Okay, honestly, for a low-level dungeon, that's a neat mechanic. Stuns you. Ooh. Fresh roar. Also, I probably could have used my Timberling heart here. And I haven't pressed it a single time this dungeon. Unfortunately, it is a cast time trinket. I'll pop it, like, after the boss dies. Just to show it. Ooh. Nice. And, oh my goodness, that is a good belt. I'll roll need. I imagine, I guess, honestly, Baze could use it too. But, go. This is the little... This is the Timberling trinket. I probably should have pressed that before the boss. Not that it really matters at all. And then, yeah, now I can go turn in the quests. Overall, I mean, this is the first brand new dungeon from Turtle WoW that I've done. Baze says, I think my journey ends here. Alright, yeah, I said... I'm proud of you for making it this far, Baze. I told my guildies that if they managed to reach, like, certain level thresholds before the server shut down, I'd give them retail gold as a little incentive. So I think Baze is saying that he's gonna claim this bounty that I put out, and then he's going back to M+ pushing. And you know what? I respect it that he did all that. I'll Hearth as well. Actually, I think I should just run out because there's quests to be turned in later. And yeah, I think I'll end this video here. It was a cool little dungeon. Now I gotta continue leveling my main, because I was initially considering I might use this character to tank like Deadmines or something like that. My Paladin, my main on this server, is currently level 31, and I'll be using that for all the other dungeons, but I didn't want to sit there and wait at level 16 to do this dungeon at level with that character, so I leveled up a second one. And figured this would be a good way to experience the dungeon the way it's intended to be done. But yeah, I'll end it there. I won't keep yapping. I think that was cool. I think, well, I really hope Classic Plus, whatever Blizzard does with it, lives up to cool custom content like this. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.